Hey, so you want to be confident around people. You've probably been told it takes years of therapy, a wardrobe upgrade, or reciting affirmations in the mirror until your reflection begs you to stop. Maybe you've tried standing in a power pose like some TED Talk guru, only to realize you're still sweating through small talk at a party. And let's be real, half the advice out there is so vague, it's like, just believe in yourself. Oh, thanks, Oprah. I'll get right on that after I finish crying into my ramen because I blanked when someone asked me about my weekend. But here's the thing, confidence isn't some mystical glow you unlock after 12 years of school, 4 years of college, and a $10,000 life coaching course that leaves you broke and calling yourself a vibes architect. Nope, confidence is simpler than that. It's just a skill. And like any skill, you can learn it without selling your soul to a motivational podcast. Even if you think you're genetically wired to be awkward, spoiler, you're not, you're still light years ahead of, say, a raccoon. Unless that raccoon's got better eye contact than you, in which case, we've got bigger problems. When people like you and me say we want to be confident, what do we mean? We want to walk into a room and not feel like everyone's secretly judging our shoes. We want to talk to strangers without our brain turning into a 404 error page. We want to say no to plans without guilt-tripping ourselves into a spiral. And yeah, we want to look cool doing it. Not like we're trying too hard, but just enough so people think, they've got their life together. Even if we cried over a burnt bagel 20 minutes ago. The problem? Most advice online is either so philosophical, it's useless. Embrace your inner warrior, or so basic, it's insulting. Just smile more. Cool. So I'll grin like a maniac while I trip over my own feet? Pass. Today, I'm giving you the real stuff. Specific, practical ways to be confident around people that don't involve chanting mantras or buying a $200 blazer. No fluff, no fairy dust, just things you can try right now. And by the end, you'll be able to fake it till you make it. Or better yet, actually make it without faking it. Let's go. Step 1. Stop trying to be on all the time. First big secret to confidence. You don't have to be the loudest, funniest, or most interesting person in the room. That's exhausting, and honestly, it's a trap. People don't respect the guy who's juggling flaming torches at a barbecue. They're just waiting for him to set his pants on fire. Real confidence isn't about performing. It's about being okay with not performing. Think about the last time you saw someone who seemed effortlessly cool. Were they shouting dad jokes or monologuing about their crypto portfolio? Probably not. They were just there. Maybe they nodded along, threw in a dry comment, and let everyone else tire themselves out. That's the vibe we're aiming for. You don't need to dazzle people. You just need to not crumble under the spotlight your brain invented. Here's how you start. Next time you're with people, give yourself permission to say less. Not 0. Don't turn into a mute statue, but aim for 20% less than your usual word vomit. If you're at a coffee shop with friends and they're like, "What's new with you?" Don't launch into a TED Talk about your existential crisis. Try, same old chaos, you know. How about you? Boom. You've said something, you've kept it chill, and you've flipped the focus off yourself. Your brain will thank you, and people won't even notice you're not tap dancing for their approval. Step 2. Master the art of the tiny win. Confidence grows when you prove to yourself you're not a total disaster. But you don't need to give a speech to a crowd of thousands to feel that. You can start small. Like, stupidly small. I'm talking, say hi to the cashier. Small. Why? Because every time you do something you're scared of and don't die, your brain goes, "Oh, I guess we're not trash at this." It's like leveling up in a video game, but instead of slaying dragons, you're just not hiding from the UPS guy. Try this. Tomorrow, make eye contact with one stranger and nod. That's it. No talking, no awkward, nice weather banter. Just a nod. Maybe it's the barista. Maybe it's the dog walker who's always on your street. If they nod back, great. If they don't, who cares? They're not calling the confidence police. Do that for a week and you'll notice your shoulders aren't hunched up to your ears anymore. Then level up. Add a hey to the nod. Baby steps, but they stack up fast. The trick is to treat these wins like they matter. Tell yourself, I just own that nod, even if it feels dumb. Your brain's a sucker for positive reinforcement. It'll start craving more. Before you know it, you're the person who doesn't flinch when a coworker says, "Let's brainstorm in the meeting." Tiny wins, big confidence. Step 3. Steal tricks from confident people, but make them yours. Ever notice how some people just ooze confidence without trying? They're not superheroes. They've just got habits you can copy. And no, I'm not saying mimic their every move like a creepy parrot. You're not going to start wearing fedoras because Chad from accounting does, but you can borrow their frameworks and tweak them. Take posture. Confident people stand like they're not apologizing for existing. You don't need to puff out your chest like a cartoon rooster. Just roll your shoulders back and pretend you're 2% taller. Try it right now. Feel that? That's what not slouching into the void feels like. Do it when you're walking into a room and suddenly you're not the guy who looks like he's smuggling a turtle in his spine. Or take how they talk. Confident people don't rush. They pause. Next time you're chatting, count to 2 in your head before answering. Someone says, "What do you think about this?" You don't blurt, yeah, it's good, I guess." You pause. 1, 2, "Yeah, it's solid. Could use a little more spice though." That tiny delay makes you sound thoughtful, not panicked. Practice it alone first if you want. Talk to your cat, your plants, whatever. Just get the rhythm down. Here's a convo example. Them. "You going to Sarah's party Saturday?" You. Old version. Maybe, I don't know, depends." You. New version. Pause. "Yeah, I might swing by. Depends if I'm feeling social or just want a nap. You going?" See? Same info, way smoother. You're not over-explaining, and you're tossing the ball back. Confidence isn't about dominating. It's about flow. Step 4. Read the room, not a self-help book. Okay, here's where we get practical. You want to be confident in real situations, not just in your head? Read stuff that actually helps you understand people. Self-help books are fine if you like 300 pages of "you are enough" platitudes, but they're not going to teach you why your boss glares at you or why your friend keeps canceling plans. For that, you need the good stuff. Books on body language, psychology, or even social dynamics. Don't overthink it. Google best books on body language and pick one. A classic like The Definitive Book of Body Language by Alan and Barbara Pease is gold. You'll learn that crossed arms don't always mean someone hates you. Sometimes they're just cold. Or that leaning in slightly when you talk shows you're engaged without being a creep. Want a free option? Well, if your finger slips, you might end up on a certain site, accidentally type the title, and, oops, download a PDF. I'm not saying do it, I'm just saying it happens. Read a chapter, then test it. Next time you're at a party, watch how people stand. Spot the guy who's fidgeting with his drink. He's nervous. Chat with him about something easy, like, "These chips are fire," and watch him relax. You just used your new superpower to make someone else comfortable, which makes you feel like a social ninja. That's real confidence. Step 5. Practice like it's life or death. Here's the thing. None of this sticks unless you use it. Reading about confidence is like watching a cooking tutorial. You're not a chef until you burn a pancake or two. Same deal here. You've got to practice, but not in a stand in front of a mirror and wink at yourself way. Make it real, but low stakes. Say you read about pausing before you speak. Try it at lunch with a friend. Mess up? No one's hauling you off to awkward jail? Say you nailed that nod with a stranger. Do it again tomorrow. The more you do it, the less your brain freaks out. It's the learning curve. 20% effort gets you 80% of the confidence. But you've got to put in the reps. Can't practice live? Imagine it. Picture walking into a room, shoulders back, nodding at someone. Run the scene in your head like a movie. Feel the carpet. Hear the chatter. Your brain doesn't know it's fake. It'll still lock in the vibe. Next time it happens for real, you're not starting from zero. Confidence is a muscle, not a magic wand. So there you go. Confidence isn't about being born cool or having a perfect life. It's about small moves that add up. Stop trying so hard. Stack tiny wins. Copy what works. Read smart and practice till it's second nature. You don't need a PhD or a TikTok glow up. You just need to start. Next time you're around people, try one thing from this. Nod at someone. Pause before you talk. Whatever. See how it feels. And if you liked this, hit that subscribe button. I'm collecting them to fund my next rant about how to not suck at life. See you in the comments. Tell me your weirdest confidence hack. Peace.